With Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I am effectively just making sure what up missions I've got to complete. Did I do the duel? If I haven't, I'll make sure I get the 5 gems. Yeah, we are pretty much on the hunt for a lot of gems over the next wee while. Like, obviously, the event starting on Thursday. I do get a wee bit of time off after that day, so that'll be kind of good. Hoping I don't get asked to work the Saturday. It'd be a disaster if that was the case. Interesting there. In replay. How's things, Shrub? Welcome into the stream. Writing some TFT, almost demoted. Right, so we'll do our Blackwing mission first, and then we'll go from there. But managed a third. Hey, take a third. Like, obviously you're saying 1 to 4 is a win, right? And 5 to 8's effectively a loss. Let's get up to, where are we, Blackwing? We didn't get too many duels yesterday, which was kind of irritating because of how slow the internet was. We played getting over with Bennett Foddy again. How's things are cool? We will go first. Hopefully we just get a good hand so I can do my synchro summoning and then get back to the hero stuff. What am I going to play for the event? Haven't worked that out yet. We will have to that out pretty quickly. And Redfall. An Emancipator. I was tempted to play them. I've got most of the cards for that. Be a bad bet to play. Go Draco Berserker. We haven't really got too much in the terms of options here. Gur will be pretty heavy with this board. You must revisit that deck. I really enjoyed playing it for the short period I did before I pivoted to something else. We'll apply the effects. And Draw a Swarm will be into hand now. You're doing good, Ed, my dragon. On a 50 stream streak. Very awesome stuff. Trying to match the 100 streak that Shrub had a wee while ago. Now, I better put something else up on the thing too. I keep forgetting to put our challenge series up just in case someone redeems for that. Not sure which loner you'll play, Nico. I will probably create something, to be honest. I think we'll be competitive with whatever we have. So. Yu-Gi-Oh! The game that roared you for bullying and being a jerk. We will Draco Berserker the long yarn. How's that Trick stick coming along, Dragon James? Interesting. True Draco Sword, so what an interesting mix. Like your Trick stick's not going too well. Yeah, I'll probably play one of my decks that are just suited for the event, I think. Gonna play Lightsworn Fiendsmith for the event. Not a bad choice. And 0 games with it and been playing with it all day. What rank are you at the moment? It's Vienna Horus, Tier, Zodiac, and Lylaris. Oh, I'll find something for the event. I just need to get the gems. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I just need to get that. Need to get a wee bit of luck with Blue Eyes with a little bit of luck. Yeah, it's dedication to the craft, Dragon James. It's actually studying video and footage of how your deck sort of plays, what your ideal end boards and that are, and being able to adapt. Like, obviously, the reason why I keep saying how's your tragic sex going, you got to really go all into a project. I think you chop and change quite a bit, which is fine. Like, you can do whatever you like in your account, but if you really want to dedicate a deck, like since you put a lot of investment into something, you just go all in on it. Got the thing there. Eurodolls, Potato Boy. I am scheduled for rank for most of the next wee while, but I can do a Eurodol if it is requested. It'd be a one-off though. Yeah, it'll be a quick one. Like, if I have a duel room, like normally I take Eurodolls on. It's just sometimes by request I'll take them on. But that's fine. We'll do after this. Gated. Oh, he's good. We're in a good spot here in this duel. Do some good cards too, so we should be able to build up a little bit of pressure here. I'll go through my sequences and my combos here. Oh, there's a lot going on. Like, you just gotta really focus on what your deck's good at, and then try to set up the best possible boards. Like, I'm thinking you don't play every day like myself. Like, I can kind of work out what roughly is going on at times. Dual Triangle's back. It looks like we got all the attributes for this one. So the Dark Water section, I got Marines and Slain to try for a Light and Earth. Yeah, you're pretty well off there, D-Wagon. Right, we'll duel Potato Boy very, very quickly, and then we will get back to the duels online. Because, yeah, like, we need to get the gems for Blue Eyes, obviously. We'll swap the deck. We did play Mess Force the other day. Shows you how seldom I've played this deck, because obviously it had 3 max Cs in it. Duel Room is there for Potato Boy. Play like 3 times out of a week. Yeah, which is a reasonable. How many hours at a time do you play it? Like, I'm probably playing this game probably 15, 20 hours a week. EGNs for Valmonic and Centurion to finish Branded mainly. Yeah, my big focus is just really get the Blue Eye stuff done. Like, I'm probably, as a thing, going to get Tachyon and probably the ABC deck done too. Yeah, 520395. Yeah, one-off duel. So, yeah, no best 2 out of 3. It's just a bit best of 1. Yeah, that'll be the reason why. Like I said, if you're about an hour at a time, like 3 hours a week for Yu-Gi-Oh, like I'm sure you play other games as well, but with Yu-Gi-Oh, you need to be playing 10 plus hours a week to really get the understanding of a game, of how it works now. Ooh, I got decent hands. Probably going to use the Cell alone, but I will give Marines this and ABC a go to try and win with each. I might build one for each of the elements, you know, just to see how fun that'll be. Fabled Lurry. They're not going to ban Fabled Lurry. I don't think they would have taken their opportunity to probably ban that a lot earlier. Yeah, it's a consequence of this game. The consequence of this game now is if you ban a whole lot of cards, people are going to complain about the next set of cards. It's just the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. I can't see them banning Lurry, but you just never know. And... And okay, let's go and claim Thief Redoer. Don't need to activate that. Yep. I mean, that's just how most competitive games are. Once the best thing gets nerfed, people just complain about the next best thing. It's a cycle, right? Like, we got the Primite. Okay, so this is probably more than likely going to be a dominant thing for Potato. See what happens. But I think I've gone too early. I was meant to wait to standby. That was a mistake. We'll send Adjuster away. How's things, Superb Pat? That's a big mistake. I thought it was standby phase. Never mind. Yeah, just we've got to be realistic about Max C. Max C's never gonna get fully banned in this game. I think. Yo, Scorcho, how's things going? The TCG ban list more. Sad thing is they'll follow the OCG style lists that they have. Yeah, we're doing well. We're pretty much just counting down the next couple of days and then we're off work for a long weekend, hopefully. Skull select. Okay. But yeah, just going back to my point, that they're not going to fully ban Maxi. I think at best Maxi will go down to 1 eventually and that'll be it. They won't fully out and out ban that card. We're just playing Time Thief with Potato requested a duel. Just to fully point out, it is a ranked session for the next wee while, because, yeah, I just need to get gems. I've got a big couple months ahead of me trying to get that Blue Eyes Primite deck over the line, and I need as much time on ranked as possible. I have Zeus in this deck. Yeah, I do. I have big old Zeusy boy. Here's. Yeah, Sharks have got some cool things about them. I've got a few Shark cards. Yeah, just getting the 3,000 gems would be nice. Like, I just want to be near done with the Blue Eyes pack by then. I'm just hoping I get one more Maiden of White at least, and one more Wishes of the Eyes of Blue. I desperately need those URs. And that is standby. How's things, Reflect You? Good to see you on stream as well. We'll give Superbad and Reflect You a shout out in a moment. We're gone. They're still. The reason why we're gone is because Heavenly Seal just sends itself to the graveyard and then it goes there, and they got Drill Beam as well. And no, it's just one day at a time, really. Like, the climb on rank's pretty tough at the moment. It's only going to get tougher. I've just got to get a slightly stronger deck for ranked, and then I can sort of focus on my other projects. There's so many project areas I'm making. I haven't made Primo or anything else new. It's always like that, eh? It's like a never ever growing list of stuff that you want to complete. Like, I'm getting there. Like, I just need a wee period of time where I just dedicate a bit of time to getting some other things done. Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable victory there for Potato. GG's. How's things, Pentagon? Good to see you on stream on the 40 stream streak. Jeepers, there's some impressive streaks out today. Yeah, very well played. Did we get the synchro mission done? No, we have 2 more done there. 80 GM. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, I feel as though we're better than a flat ranking. Nah, no, not even close. Reflect, yeah, it's just another week that will roll on to. They'll be on Sunday again, for a couple hours. Just a game I get too tilted at too quickly. Like, I just had to play it 2 hours at a time. This looks like Flounderies. I don't know. Take that. It's still a fair away from even getting close to completing that. I've got to the rock wall a couple of times and just flung myself off it. Like, it's just so hard to direct the mouse in that game. Like, you gotta get your motion in that right on that game, or else it's just not too great. Hopefully we can beat it to meet Badass McGee's incentive. If we're on it for a horrendous amount of time, I'll just say to Badass, like, we've played a decent amount of time. I feel as though that's an incentive met. Just so we can get to working out for Austin's one, which was the Sacred Cards playthrough, which I'll make it pretty easy on myself. I'll just get 3 of every card and just try to cruise through that in a day. Move beta Fafno. Already we're facing a pretty challenging board. What I look forward to every day, reflect you when I get home, floodgates and combos. You're probably glad you're out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For the current time being. I do love that you're playing the Sims Hit and Run though. That's such a good game. But yeah, just got to sort of plan reasonably well for the event starting Thursday. I'll be aiming to get that done very quickly. Just so I can put some gems towards some Blue Eyes packs. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, but at the same time, like, I think the Blue Eyes project is going to be late next month that we get it done. I'm not using my dual pass towards the Blue Eyes stuff. I'm going to focus on getting my last Purge if I don't have it, and 3 Impulse. So yeah, that's what I need to do. Black Wings is at full power for the event. I'll play Blackwing for it. Like, it wouldn't be too bad of an idea. So that's going to... I get to activate that effect twice per turn. That's the very frustrating thing. Yeah, what are people's thoughts? What are people playing for the event on Thursday? It should be a pretty good event. Like, those sort of events, they need to do a wee bit more often. I feel like there's a wee bit of value in having this sort of event that they're going to have. I'm currently playing the Hit and Run Pickle mode. It's a meme remix. The campaign looks iconic at first, but it's technically impressive. Don't think I can do anything. They've got me pretty well covered. That's a pretty good setup from Dryden, admittedly. Give me another duel with Blackwing before we revert back to Hero. I just can't do anything. I'm pretty powerless because this card here is just so devastating. So is if a Dawn Dragster. Gonna be playing Sharks and Blue Eyes Primite for the event. Seems to be like a pretty popular choice, right? So that category with Light. And what was the other attribute that was going up against Light? Light and Earth. You'd think Light would dominate the Earth-based attribute, but you just never know. Oh well, got wrecked again. You're gonna play blind second Numeron for Earth and Light. Never my life. A replay redeemed. So I'm just double checking that we haven't missed the replay. Get to the next Blackwing duel. I'll have to win a coin flip sooner or later. Going second. Oh, we're going first. Okay, as long as I get the setup, I'll be quite happy. That's the two synchro mission things that I had to do, so definitely take that.
Booyah! Who's the
Yo,
man?
new Yu-Gi-Oh! New Yu-Gi guy. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in the community, my friend. Kaijus. So we're gonna lose our board more than likely. Yeah, what sort of things do you play, new Yugi guy? As mentioned, pleasure to have you in stream. So annoying when they have just a good strategy to counter yours. So we've got the we'll go Drus Worm. What's a good cheap deck to build? I just got Master Duel. Very good question. Like there's a lot of expensive decks out there at the moment. Good cheap deck to build. Like, get a structure deck ×3. Like, sell a Mangrade's usually quite competitive, or even Blackwing, and just get little pieces for Blackwing to improve your build. Like, early on. Like, obviously I haven't had the full setups here, but there's some really interesting things to start off with. Like, always try to maybe get one of the newer packs. maybe some of like the Primite and Blue Eye stuff may work in your favor, but it is expensive. Fluondery is always the cheapest. I always would recommend Fluonderies, even though people hate the deck. Blackwing deck ×3, which would give you just a nice wee starting point. How's things, Austin? Welcome in. Yeah, like it's 500 gems per structure deck, but if you got 3 times of them and then sort of tweak the deck, you've got the starting point, and then you just get little bits and pieces for it. So there's going to be 2 level 8s here into the Divine Golden Shadow Dragon. Anything takes time, right? Like even the basics like Fluondery is like that is a cheapy type build that does pretty well. Just curious why they didn't back themselves to do even more damage here. I like how there's a lot of learn. I just got all the dual scenarios done and working on some solo mode. Good way of piling up gems as well. Like when you commit to something too, make sure you have a good inventory of gems to go into things, just so you can get a whole super things at once. That's my other kaiju. 4 materials on that kaiju, but contains attaching a material. Yeah, appreciate that, new Yugi guy. But yeah, if your grandmother's from Auckland, that's really cool to hear. Like, the city of sales, as they call it. Have you ever visited New Zealand before, or just permanently based in the US? 2 max, 3 ash, 2 cool buy 1 cross out of the cards you want, 2 for most decks. But I'm gonna go soon. I've got a lot of family over there I haven't met yet. Yeah, like, the great thing about New Zealand, it's such diverse landscape. Like, make sure you do a full, like, travel around the whole of New Zealand. I can probably get around New Zealand if you go at a reasonable pace over maybe a week, week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, those bundles are super crucial early on. Like, you really want to get yourself a good foothold in the game. That's just another beat. That's okay, though. We didn't really draw into too much. I can swap to our other deck of the evening, which is Hero. I wonder why Untap's not working today. It clicked into gear. Right, let's assemble some good wins here if we can. First, really want a lot of go first moments with Hero and just be able to set up a good board's key. Terrible hand to start off with. Good variety so far in the duels. It's just whether or not I can draw some things would certainly help our cause. Just coming from Legends of Runeterra, I like the Exodia FTK stuff. Yeah, you see a bit of the Exodia stuff going around now. It's like a wee engine for some decks these days. But yeah, with Exodia, it's quite good fun. Is it good to begin with? The Exodia stuff. Thing is they're able to build up combo. I had to get hopefully Unchained Abomination at some point so I can get somewhat of a basic play of things. Yeah, so like that deck you don't get anything out of it. Phoenix is right there. Like, you want to play decks that have a wee bit of combo-ness to them, and then familiarity is always a good thing. I am going to go here. Cool, fine. Play Dueling Stone Marathon, don't you? You've been playing that for quite a few years. How's things at Tirius Rainsworth? first turn kill. Not a very it's sort of interesting to watch every now and then, but if you're playing that deck on the regular, like, or decks like that on the regular, it just takes the fun out of the game. Millennium Zodiac is a good beginner-friendly deck. Yeah, it relatively is beginner-friendly. It sets up a pretty nice board with it, the trap and the very strong Zodiac Fusion Molten. Want to learn Yu-Gi-Oh at non-housey? I want to learn any type at Zodiac deck. It depends on what skills people have too at the end of the day. Like, certain people play this sort of deck, certain people play this one. My thought is, like, if you see anyone playing the Zodiac deck, if they're willing to show you a few combos, they can. But yeah, like if no one plays it, then it's of course something that is very hard to show and not. It's a big blow in the scheme of things. We didn't really want them seeing the drawing of Zodiac there. Zero spams with Runeterra, but I assume you have something like a mana system in it. Yeah, you're just playing us a little bit Runeterra. I'm not 100% sure myself. Been trying to earn gems in game. Do you guys ever buy gems? I've seen a lot of spins without some kind of sale. It depends on how much time you invest in the game, really. Like, I've been free to play the whole event. Do you have 3 decks ready for the event? I'll just be playing the one. Be playing one attribute and just getting all the gems. Yeah, they're not really worth it. Like, if you know what you're doing, like, if you dismantle the right sort of cards in it, you can keep a relatively good deck for quite a while. Want to learn Yu-Gi-Oh for a mini good beginner deck that she want to see them. The only thing is I specialize in I'm specializing in Hero at the moment, Marathon. It's the deck that I am just sort of learning my craft on at the moment. So yeah, obviously I've got other decks, but I'm not going to be busting anything out apart from the one that I'm playing. Oh, Hero is like mightily expensive. But yeah, all these decks are dual room ones either as well. Like, probably if I wanted to, I could probably play Tempai, but it's just not a fun deck to sort of for people to watch here as well. 145 gems. We should be around about 400 tomorrow with a little bit of luck. grind going. Well, we'll get the replay up first. We've had a replay that's come through from Azazel. I've got one for Kill for Day when Kill for Day comes in, when it's here. Oh, absolutely. I'm not the greatest hero player of all time. I put up some solid performances in boards. But it'll take me a few months. I'd play many different variations of it just to get a total understanding of what makes the deck tick. Okay, we've got page. You go for your double. Golfice, so no excuse the weird plays for the yeah, I got out of gold pretty quickly this season. First time I was in gold for a long time. I'm just gonna watch and see what the plays and what to do. I'll be going at a pretty fast pace though. Like hero, there's a certain sort of a structure how I play them. Yeah, I absolutely. There's Mastermind is a good site for that. Yeah, YouTube's the best way to study combo lines, and yeah, like writing little things down how what combos they did, and Grim Reaper. Yeah, we got one new Yugi guy. All the best with your venture. Hopefully, you decide on a strategy that you want to go with. Love Utopian Heroes. Those are your favorite seasons for Yu-Gi-Oh! So Zexal and GX. The board just like that is pretty dominant win at the year for Azazel. Right, let's get back to the ranked duels. Yeah, closing in on 1,200 consecutive login days. We're nearly at 100,000 cards obtained in the game. Well, just got to keep going, really. Just got to keep in the wins. Would you say I looked at some Rush Duel cards for fun? I did see they had some new sort of inverted Dark Magician and something else. Different little stat lines. Apparently they gave Yuma's monsters a new occupation as baseball players. It's gonna be a sad day when the streak ends. Like, what I mean by that is I'm not gonna probably ever beat whatever streak I end on again. Decent hand. We've got Violence, so I can send Malicious away. We've still got a wee bit of build up a play. Do you think you'll take more breaks from the game if you lose the streak at some point? Yeah, well, I'll be taking quite a significant amount of break from the game. I am gonna go bizarrely here, Honest Neos. So I get the polymerization to hand. Yeah, I've got speedrunning projects that I want to really touch upon and get done, you know, too. Like, obviously, speedrunning's taken a wee bit of a back seat at times where I sometimes really want to be getting into those. We will at some point this week too. Like, speaking of that, I want to start my Digimon project anyway. That is something I'm really keen on getting done. I will go Liquid Soldier. But yeah, it'd probably be at a point, Pat, where as soon as the streak's broken, I'll probably stream Master probably 4 times a week or something like that. A couple of times during the week days, a couple of times during the weekend. No wonder driver. But no, I can see the streak going for the foreseeable future anyway. Like, with or if we had a point, for example, that I'm very happy with the account's at, and I can just sort of button off a wee bit knowing that I'm going to get sort of most sort of things. Liquid Soldier there. Really need Denier to magnificently pop in hand so I can discard. Not much of a ball because, yeah, like, obviously I had to use my malicious cards. I was tempted to go DB Empath, but it's just not worth it. Yeah, I think also once getting over with Bennett Body's over and obviously the Sacred Cards playthrough, if we have no active incentives, then every Sunday I'll sort of just spend a bit of time on the Digimon game. And it will be fun to get sort of a time on that complete. Like, obviously, we had played a Digimon game for about 3, 4, 5 years. Obviously, I've got a proud history in those games too. With a couple world records in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memories. Okay, that person's just out as soon as possible. Miz, we've got a replay coming up for you. Okay, let's get that up. replay, sure, that'll be quite good. Yeah, there'll be some points. Can you just make sure that code's right, Miz? There'll be some point where we just briefly go back to Legacy again and just try to improve a wee few times there too. But yeah, there's still a lot of categories, especially in the Yu-Gi-Oh space, that I really need to get some better times than that on. Better understanding of what I am doing in certain situations too will always help, but yeah, it's 5, 4, 6. For me though, Phoenix, I've got to get better times on the normal story. We're on just the normal side of things. Like some of the times that I've got it not to the standard that I would like. Yeah, like obviously like little things like GX to sub 2 would be nice. 5Ds maybe and a sub 210. Oh yeah, absolutely. The resources are absolutely there. It's just having the motivation to speedrun on a more regular basis would be a big thing. I do enjoy this immensely, and improving my skill as an all-round sort of player on light ranked and that. But yeah, in regards to Yu-Gi-Oh, oh jeepers. Down to 1 life point. How's things, Nicole? Yeah. Like for me, I think for speedruns over the next few while, I think I'll focus on non-Yu-Gi-Oh related projects just for a little bit. Obviously when I get my holiday, like I'll sort of then turn my attention to Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains and sort of get that category down packed so I can have a tilted any percent again. Chain Energy. And Miz wins with 1 life point remaining. That would be a good table 500 replay for Fafa's series of things. Fafa's been doing that for quite a while now. And we're pretty chill today. We're just doing our thing. Skull, 8th copy of Summon Skull. That is just crazy. Now, just looking at this pack, just going back to yeah. While we're here, before we scoot back, where is the ultimates? There's the this pack's still a big focus for us. Like obviously, Maiden of White Wishes for Eyes of Blue. We definitely need to get some more of those before we move on from the pack and start working on Primites. Gonna say for Sharks. Yeah, a lot of people are talking up Sharks at the moment. On Mulan, so we're an old school PlayStation Yu-Gi-Oh character. I think that was his name, Simon Mulan. Good memories. Did they make another Blue Eyes meta assassination dragon? They do have the ultimate spirit dragon. Now, Blue Eyes is actually probably in the meta at the moment. We'll go. We send those two away. Yeah, it was Muran. I wonder if it's reference to that though. I obviously couldn't grab the name. Well, they could grab the name. Like, you can have things named the same. But yeah, just of note, like, probably out of the eras that I've had for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, Carrier's probably the deck I've struggled with the most in terms of climbing with, remarkably, but... Vision Souls. Interesting they've gone Souls there. I'll replay Steals of Chris. We'll get that up after this duel. Oh, really? Cheeky with waking the dragon. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They knew I was going to go for that play, though. They just set me up so good. I was hoping if it was a Dynamorphia trap, because I didn't want it to be on the field. Got some play here. We've got some play incoming. We are certainly going to try. A lot of weak monsters on the board, it is possible. Could well be Valor. I would have very little idea what they have face down at the moment. One way of dealing with the problem is just sitting up like that. I knew I had lethal there at some line. But you got to take opportunities like that. When they present themselves like that, that was not a good board from them. I punished them for it. Got a good setup, saw the vision, saw what we need to do. We got a good win out of that. We'll take that. I'm just sort of in two minds whether to start opening up some of this at some point as well, before getting all the blue eye stuff. It's really up in the air what I'm going to be doing. Like, I'll be finalising my dual pass this week too, what I go for there, like my new UR and SR targets. That'll be an interesting one to go for. But yeah, I think we'll open up for predominantly all the Primite stuff and hopefully get it in time. Still want a really good month though, like in terms of like where we sit now, we still have a lot of gems available at our disposal. I can definitely get my hands on. So this still here, I just want to see opportunities here. Okay, that's a decent hand. Hero lives, Stratos, and Ferris send away Malicious. We've got a wee bit of a setup. Put your replay up after this one too, Steels. Yeah, sometimes I just hone in on duels. Like if I do forget the replay in this particular instance, I try to at least get it within the next couple. Good hand set up. It's fun running Soulside branded, but I can't climb with it. Went back to full branded. Yeah, the only real options I've got to fall back onto, like I've retired both decks anyway, like a Tempai and Rescue Ace. Tempai could probably still climb, Rescue Ace would probably still struggle, but I don't really want to be going backwards by playing older sort of things. I've got to sort of explore and get better at this game by playing different things and sort of upskilling in that aspect. They're out of here. That was a bit of a strange deal. They just negated everything and then just bailed very quickly. Doing alright so far. 3 wins, 1 loss so far with the hero build. Right, replay time. Let's get Seals of Chris's replay up. Whoop, that was a mistake. Thanks, Bob. I'm sure you were a streamer, Atashi, but I am completely wrong. Yeah, pop off, always a pleasure. Good to see the Jigglypuff, always sort of blinking right at me. Yeah, Iris has a wee bit of use in this particular deck. This is the way it functions. Of course, chat, we've got some incentives in that going on as well. You'll see the one on the screen. We also have the Master Duel Challenge series that I'm having. Obviously, challenge number 1 is the pretty much the building of a Vera built deck. So we've got contributions from Redbeard, Fab, and Resident Chef at the moment. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else we are given for that particular challenge. Here's hoping we're able to get a functional deck. You can give me main deck or extra deck cards as soon as the card hits a bare minimum of 40. Be good. Well, Memento are pretty good at the moment too. Like Nextro showed how good they were over the weekend by winning the Mat Cup. There you have it, a nice enough setup. Well, let's see if we can get back up to Plat Tier 3 at the least. We've been as high as Plat Tier 2 this month. No, it's just a case of just working hard to get up. Page still on its merits. Really love to get to Diamond with around about a week to go. Then I can maybe sneak up to Diamond 1. We're not going to get to Master, I don't think, with Hero, but we keep working our way back up again. Hand's okay here. It's not the flashiest. away for the extra one, so we'll go Vion, send away Ferris. The new event is Super Poly limited. Probably a good thing. Like, Super Poly's a good card in this day and age. Nibiru. As soon as that pause happened, there was just Nibiru written all over it. How do I deal that second malicious in play? Okay, we'll go here. Send that back. I think a plasma will be a good way to end this turn. What we can really do on that one. Thought I would play Thunder Dragon, but now I realize it's not an option for Dark and Water. Oh, we got too many attributes going. Oh, okay, we got the. Okay, we will see. Sacrifice in a position here. Get those militias back. Well, at least one of them back. DP is just useful in this situation. Just so I can pop True Light if I have to. Gated. Still negated. Rados in play. Lovely. Pop DP in a card. DP can't summon itself next standby. How's things, Mace? Welcome in. Gonna pop Wingman and True Light anyway, that's what we're sort of aiming to do. I'm gonna do it now. Good win. Played that pretty smartly, actually. We've ranked up. We've played pretty good. Played that situation pretty well. Got ourselves back up to play at tier 3 after being stranded in that rank for a while. But yeah, I felt they nibbed too early in that duel. It just gave me enough time to set up a play where I could go DPE and Plasma. Okay, we got our fourth Ninja Shadow Mosquito. Still hunting quite a few cards from these from this set. Still Cyberjar, need to somehow get Master of Ham. There's 3 across that row. Yeah, you definitely would. You'd nib when I've run out of plays. That's the crazy thing to me in that one. But yeah, 4-4-1 today. Close to that 97% win rate for Manadium. That Ultra Vegeta Blue seemingly has. We'll never let them down on that. They'll never ever get a 97% win rate with that deck. And it's decent again. Yeah, you gotta hand trade them in certain areas. But yeah, you gotta really wait till like they've set up a big board and then sort of hit them. Increase. Good play would be to hit them here anyway with increase, so they don't get to Vion. How's things are you, Bell? In this situation? Go send Malicious away. Depends on the situation. Yeah, like, it's a situational where you hit certain things. It's really crippled my turn. That was a good draw. Yeah, Monday evening for me, Ube. I'm actually counting down towards my short week. I'm just praying by anything I don't get asked to work for Saturday. I just really want the long weekend. I should have maxied. That was not a good play for me at all. Still maxi in the chain, we'll take that. Sometimes you don't max on the draw phase either. You gotta tend to wait to see what people play. Like, sometimes maxing early, like, just shotgunning it. Not the best of plays. Okay. Do you realize I had to go to the with that play? We'll gamble. We'll Ash. I don't really want them drawing into too much. Yeah, I was thinking, why on earth are you crashing into it? DPE's gone, but hey, DPE's just gonna have to be one of those things that are gonna have to be sacrificed in this instance. Fusion Destiny. Of course, would draw Fusion Destiny. Do this now. I thought I had a different play then. Probably gonna lose this though. Probably need to hold on to that. Definitely advantage Castera player. Just depends what they have in hands. Oh, I was just trying to glimpse what card I wanted to go for there. Ashi's game. Probably not much I'm going to be able to do there. I'm going to make the call to surrender that one. Need to probably just keep Druid Decimator on the field and just hope that I drawn into something different. Getting a fair chance to go first quite often here too, which is good. Yeah, it was straight battle phase. I read it as soon as I went into that play. It was a bad read, that one. See, you are kidding me. I have to go Fusion Destiny now. I might gamble. I might go Plasma DP pass. I will grab. Playing Labyrinth. Okay, Lab are gonna be very annoying to go up against. Right, let's see them cane out this board. They've got a whole lot of draws in hand. They should, in theory, be able to take this out. I've gone for the DPM Plasma play just because we've got a few heroes that weaken on the monsters, obviously, with that effect, and Plasma's at a 2700 attack line stats. Had it roll back into the hand as well. we should be activating these cards too, just to disrupt here. Think you use Orcus for the upcoming event? I'd really love to get my Orcus deck finished. Need 2 more Gurisu. Like, when Gurisu was at 1, I could probably play the deck, but now with it being at 3, it's like a 3 in the deck that needed. I'm hoping they didn't remember where Plasma was there. Never mind. Daruma Cannon. I don't think we're beating that, to be honest. Radio chat, it is a short stream to start off this week. We will be back tomorrow. Like, I've had a reasonable good amount of duels there, so I'm pretty happy with how we went in 4 of the duels. That we won, but yeah, I want to sort of just relax a little bit and do my own thing. Who is online? That we will send a raid off to. We are gonna raid today. Gonna raid today Random Note Generator. So Generator's in our stream quite often. Let's give Random Note Generator a big welcome. They are speedrunning at the moment, but they play a little bit of Master Duel themselves. But yeah, tomorrow will be just a case of the same again. Just try to get up in the ranks and we'll be good. You have a good one, Scorcho.